Hello Internet, I'm Josway and this is another Satisfactory blueprint tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to use my blueprints to build a cul-de-sac like this one at the end of your highways. So I've left the center open, but I'll show you how to use beams to find the middle point and set up the interior if that's what you want to do. Or if you want to use it as a kind of a roundabout, it is 2 foundations wide, so you can either put in some curbs around the inside or go in further and use it however you want. So let's get started with building it. Over here I've got a sample road set up, and some of you who've watched some of my other videos may have noticed that I now have unlocked the hover pack. The ability to hover in space is very helpful for building these things. If you don't have access to this yet, you can still build them. You'll just need to build sort of platforms for yourself to stand on as you snap in the various components. So, to get started, come to the end of your highway, wherever you built it, come to the end like this. And there's 3 pieces to this blueprint setup to build the cul-de-sac. There is a cul-de-sac 15D connector right, a connector left, and a finishing arc. So I feel like this is just about the right size for a cul-de-sac for this highway set. So I built it in 15 degrees. If you want to build one that's smaller or much larger, you can do so. And I'll put a link in the description of this video to the live stream where I built these 3 blueprints, so you can watch the process of me building them in case you want to do it yourself, tweak it somehow. Anyway, here are the instructions for actually doing this. You're going to want to start by removing the 2 pillars on the right side of the edge of your road. So we'll get rid of these 2. Okay. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to place 2 foundations. You want them to snap underneath this piece here and come out. So you're going to want it to look like, if I can get it to snap correctly, you're going to want it to come out like that and then go out by 1. So notice it's below the road bed itself, 1 by 1 foundation, and then it goes out to the forward side by 1. So once you've got this in place, pull out the cul-de-sac connector right, and you want to snap it in so that the pillar just connects like that. Okay? There's the first piece. We can come down here now and we can get rid of the placement guides. If you are using the hover pack, you're going to want to put some more poles around so that you can hover in place. Anyway, now we're going to do the exact same thing on the left side for the left connectors. So we're going to delete these 2 pillars. We're going to come over here and place our guide foundations, like so. Okay, looks good. And then we're going to pull out the left connector blueprint, snap it in place exactly the same way. Just like that. Now, if you have trouble like I'm having where it won't go exactly there, what you can do is hold the control key to get a little bit of a finer control over the placement. So there's our left part of the cul-de-sac arc setup. Come down here and delete our 2 guide foundations. There is a small gap here, which you're going to want to fill in. So just grab this road piece and snap that there. Looks good. And then the last piece is the arc finisher piece, and you're going to want to build clockwise. So come out to the outside of the curve on the left side, and this is where we're going to be building the arc all the way around to complete the cul-de-sac. Now the guide foundations here are a little bit more involved. What you're going to want to do is come to the outside edge and come out by 1, and then on the far side place another one and come out by 1 like that. So you're going to need these 3 pieces in place to accurately position the arc. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cul-de-sac finishing arc, and I'm going to bind this to my hotkey on 6 so I don't have to come get it every time. And we're just going to snap things in so that they connect up at the pillar, just like that. Come down and delete our guide foundations. And then we're going to repeat that procedure all the way around the arc. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Let's put another one over there. And then, like, I don't know, like that, I guess. Okay. Why is this not connected? There we go. All right, so let's repeat that procedure a few more times. So come from there to there, and then from there to there. And then we place the next piece of the arc, like that. Delete our guide foundations, come around, repeat. Like so. We're going to run out of power in a second, so let's put down another power line or two. Okay, set up our guides. Snap in the next piece like so. And very soon we'll be done. And here's the last piece, just like that. Okay, so we'll come on down, get rid of the last couple of guide pieces, and just like that, we've got a beautiful cul-de-sac set up at the end of our road. Now, what I use these for is I'm gonna end up probably making some more blueprints. I'm gonna end up putting truck stations around the outside, so that trucks can come in, go around the cul-de-sac, pause at the truck station to load or unload, and then continue onwards on their route. But you can use it for anything. One thing to note is that if we go ahead and begin building from the edge of our block here and try to zoom across, you'll see that we're getting some overlap on the far side, right? So we're at the edge of the inner circle here, but it overlaps there. So because of the nature of the rotations used to build this, it's not a whole number or an integer number of foundations across the diameter or the radius or what have you. So some folks may want to build directly in the middle. And to do that, you can just use a painted beam to find the intersection. So we'll come over here and we'll just draw a straight beam across. It looks like I've got the wrong connection there, so let me try that again. One thing you may want to do to make this easier is just change the materials on two of these temporarily so that you can make sure you're connecting to the right piece. Go across the middle, like so, and then from there to that one, I believe is... Nope, that's wrong. Let's try that again. I think it's that one and that one, right? Yeah, I think that's right. So take a painted beam from the middle and just draw it straight out so that it touches there. And then do the same across, like that. And then where they intersect, you can get pretty close to the center, right? So you can get about there. So you can draw vertically one. And then if you delete the beams here, we can put our asphalt back to get rid of this annoying Z fighting, right? And then build a foundation right on top of it, like that. And then come down by, I think, 2? Let's see. So it looks like, I think we're off by half here. No, we're exactly right. Okay, we're exactly right. Good. So we'll get rid of these. And we can come back up in the sky and kind of build this out to the edges so that in the center of the circle, we have a nice centerpiece. So let's go like this. So hopefully you can see the idea. This way our grid is centered on the circle except for the outer edge. We now have, and obviously you can change these all to asphalt. Make them nice and pretty. So now we have our cul-de-sac, and we have a centerpiece that we can build on, right in the middle there. And that's pretty much it for the video. Go ahead and leave any comments about the design if you have them, and thanks for watching. Hope you are able to use these in your world to make this nice terminus for your highways, where you can place, I don't know, a factory of some sort, or a building, or truck stations like I'm going to do. The other thing you could think about is using it as a roundabout and placing, you know, another highway off in some direction that kind of goes off like this. You could play around with experimenting with the connectors instead of the finishing arc to create another clean connection like this to branch off in another direction. So this would, instead of a cul-de-sac, be like a roundabout. And as long as it's one direction, it doesn't need to be 4 lanes wide. So you could use it for a number of different things. But I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next time I build something interesting that I want to share. Thanks. Bye.